word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, speaking fast, I can roast, I can gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of vacant. Modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective.
Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome you to the one-day free international webinar on how to write a strong thesis or dissertation. I am Shivaranjani from Skill. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes, as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused section, please keep your microphone muted during the section. Participants who unmuted without prior permission may be removed. If you want to become a resource person or coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please register through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes, as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused section, please keep your microphone muted during the section. Participants who unmuted without prior permission may be removed. Our special thanks to today's webinar convener Dr. Harish Chandra S, co-convener Professor Shruti SP, coordinator K. Nagamani. Thank you all for your exceptional efforts and continuously support in your planning and execution this section successfully. If you want to become a resource person or coordinator for the upcoming free online faculty development program, We will provide a link in the comment section. Please register through that link. The Google Meet capacity is currently full. If your friends or colleagues are waiting in a lobby, then please suggest them joining in YouTube live chat. The feedback certificate will share on YouTube live chat as well as on Google Meet chat. Now it is my privilege to introduce our estimated speaker, Dr. Jithin Scaria. Dr. Jithin Scaria is an accomplished academician and researcher, currently serving as an assistant professor at Nilagiri College of Arts and Science, Salur. He is a UGC NET qualified scholar with a PhD in commerce and has published extensive reputed national and international journals. He is academically interested including consumer behavior, digital finance, and intellectual property rights. Dr. Scaria is an also active journal reviewer and has received several awards for his research and privileged contribution, making him a valuable speaker and resource person in a academic forums. It's over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. So, can I start my slides? Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Good evening to one and all joining us today. I warmly welcome you all to this webinar on how to write a strong thesis or dissertation. And also, I thank you, the coordinators, for giving me this fine opportunity. Myself, Dr. Jithin Scaria, and I will be the resource person for this 1 hour. Today's session is designed to give you a clear as well as simple and practical understanding of thesis and dissertation writing, especially for those who feel confused or stressed while writing the thesis or in this process. So in this session, we will be discussing on, or we will be focusing on these topics. That is, by the end of this session, you will be able to understand the overall structure of a thesis, how to plan as well as how to schedule your writing and how to draft your chapters accordingly. Also, we will discuss the revision and editing strategies used for your thesis, and finally the submission checklist that will help you to avoid some of the common mistakes that most of the researchers are doing. The goal is not to overload you with theory, but to give you a practical clarity that you can immediately apply. So by this session, we will be knowing the structure of a thesis, how to plan and schedule the writing of your thesis, what are the drafting techniques we can be used, what are the revision and editing strategies, also submission checklist. Moving to the next slide. So understanding long form research writing. So we all know that a research or thesis or dissertation is a large as well as multi-chapter document, and it is very different from regular assignments or seminar papers. It is an extraordinary thing other than assignments as well as some of the seminar papers. It is extremely another thing. So everyone requires a proper planning as well as critical thinking and sustained effort over a long period of time. So when writing a research paper, we need a proper planning as well as critical thinking. So only when this comes to the paper, we get a proper research paper. So one of the important points to remember is that the thesis writing happens in a cycles of writing. After that, we need some feedback as well as revision. This means that you have to. Hello. Okay. So in every thesis writing, we have to write something. After that, we receive the feedback from the supervisors, and then we have to revise it. Only then we get the proper or improved thesis for our research. So, research and writing should go together. It should not be after that. We most of them are doing the same mistake that we do research, but we did not write anything regarding the research. We wait for our research to complete. Only then we start writing our research. It is absolutely a wrong item. Both the research and writing should go together. Only then you can correct it the research. So the standard thesis writing structure is that in most of the universities follow a standard structure for thesis and dissertation writing. The thesis structure usually includes introduction, review of literature, as well as some of the methodology part. The methodology means methodology used for your research. Then data analysis and results. There will be a discussion part, conclusion and recommendation part, then followed by reference and annexures. This structure helps readers clearly understand what your research is, what your research problem is, how you conducted your study, and what you found from your study. So this is the most of the universities were following this type of structure. So in every part you can see there will be an introduction where all the objectives as well as what are the things included, how you use your research going on, what is the research gap, what are the research questions, hypothesis, all those things comes under the introduction part. So same way, review of literature, methodology used for your study, then comes your data analysis and results, then discussions, as well as conclusion and recommendations. All those things will be mentioned in your thesis writing. So when you follow this structure, this helps the evaluation easier for the examiners, for the external events. If it is Indian or a foreign examiners, so that this structure, this formal structure will help the examiners to review your thesis in a proper manner. So most of the universities were following this structure. There may be some changes based on your university, or if it is in a deemed university, they will be following a separate structure, but altogether this will be the structure followed by many universities. So this is the chapter-wise purpose of the research. Each chapter in a thesis has a specific role to play. So as the previous slide explains, this is the structure of the thesis. For each chapter, there will be a specific role to play. So when it comes to the introduction part explains what the research problem is. So in every research, the main question is that what is your research problem? So whenever we start a research, whenever we find a topic, the main question arises is that what is the research problem? So only when we know the research problem is, then only we can continue the study. So the first part, that is the introduction part, explains that what is the research problem. So why is it important? So why the research is important and how the study is organized. So these are the basic three questions comes under the introduction part. Then comes to the literature review. We all know that literature review means it is already known. So the literature review explains what is already known in the research area. Hello?
Now listen here.
Hello?
Continue, sir.
Hello? Okay. So literature review explains how the research is already in our particular area, how many areas have been covered, how these research has already known, is this research area is already studied by someone else, and how this study helps to find the research gaps for our study. So this is the literature review. It is already known that someone has already studied about this topic and they have left over some of the research gaps. So based on that research gaps, we are studying our problem. So then after literature review, next one is the methodology. So methodology means how you are going to conduct your research. That is what methodology means. So it explains how your research was conducted, including research design. What is your research design? What are the data collection methods used? And what are the tools used for data analysis and data collection? All those things which are related to conducting a research will comes under the methodology part. Then comes the analysis part. So analysis part means what you have found. After doing all these things, that is after knowing what is your research gap, what is your research problem, what is the existing studies I have mentioned, what are the methodology you use. After that you have to conduct your study. After conducting your study, you got some of the data. Okay, you have to present that data is known as analysis in a proper manner. Whether you can use different types of analysis parts like chi-square you can use, SEM you can use, ANOVA you can use, correlation, regression, even descriptive statistics. There are many software available for the analysis also. So after analysis, discussion means it explains what those findings means. After doing our analysis, we got some findings. So that findings has been discussed in this area. And finally, the conclusion. Conclusion means it summarizes the study and provides recommendations regarding your study. So these are the areas and these are the important areas we need to focus on our study. So when you write all these in a proper manner, your thesis will be a good thesis. So every thesis should have introduction. An introduction, you have to mention what, why, and how the research problem you have identified. Then you have to properly identify review of literature, maybe literature review. According to me, better use take reviews for the last 5 years. That will be better. If that is not enough, you can take previous years also. Better last 5 years is enough. That is, if it is 2025, from 2019 onwards, you can take the reviews. If it is not enough, you can focus on 2018 or 2017 likewise. Then the workflow of the research, that is from topic to first draft. So everyone knows that thesis writing follows a clear workflow and should not be rushed. So it is not like writing a paper or writing a seminar topic. We need a proper draft in your hand. That is proper workflow in your hand. Only then you can write your thesis in a good manner. Why I am repeating this means many of them have focused on writing the thesis in the end of the submission time. At that time we will be focusing on only data collection and analysis, all those things. We were not at all aware of introduction part or whatever it is. We all know that this introduction, this is how we are going to conduct it. It is kept in our mind, but we don't even write these things in any way. So there is a problem in this. So usually the thesis writing or our research will be taken for 3 to 7 or 8 years. It's a long time journey. So we usually have a memory power, but we cannot focus on large memory. That is what is happened when we start the research. Most of them were not following this method. So in every thesis writing, it should follow a proper workflow. So we should not rush in writing your first draft. So in the workflow, we usually begins with topic selection. So in every research, first thing is to select the topic. Then it should be followed by proposal writing, then literature collection and methodology finalization. These are the most important part of your thesis or dissertation. We need to find the proper topic. So based on that topic, we need to write a proposal writing. So if it is accepted, then we have to go for a review of literature. So what are the research gaps, what are the research questions available, or what are the previous studies has been conducted on this topic has to be finalized. Then we need to finalize the methodology part. So these are the most important areas of a research. If we finalized these things, then we can go for data collection and data analysis. So you move on writing your first draft. So this is how you write your first draft. It is important to remember that the first draft is not expected to be perfect. So we don't want to so these are the details included. So we have a topic, we have written the proposal, we have verified the review of literatures, we have finalized the methodology, we have collected the data, we have analyzed the data. So then we have to proceed with your first draft. So while proceeding with your first draft, you don't want to be write it in a perfect manner. That is, you don't want to write that in a grammatical or whatever it is. It should not be in proper manner. So this is your first draft. Write what are the details you have to write. You can write it in points. Later, when you finalize everything, that is when you put your ideas onto a paper, then only you can refine it later onwards. So first you have to write your first draft, which is not it is not necessary to be a proper draft. Then comes the planning and scheduling of your thesis. How you're going to plan as well as schedule your thesis writing. So in every thesis writing, planning is one of the crucial role. It plays a crucial role in writing a successful thesis writing. So instead of thinking of thesis as one of the big tasks, it should be broken into weekly or monthly goals. Better you divide your thesis into separate goals. That is, you have to complete one task within this time, other task within this time. So you have to divide your writing in a weekly task. You can use Gantt chart or timeline or simple schedules that will help us to manage time effectively and reduces stress. So it helps in last minute rush. Okay, better you use these type of timelines or Gantt chart, or you can schedule any other models for writing your thesis. It is important to allocate time for review and supervisors' feedback, as revisions is a continuous process. In every thesis, the problem is that there will be a supervisor feedback. Okay, we have to write something, they have to review it, then the supervisor will be giving the feedback, then we have to revise our writing, then we have to submit that revised things to the supervisor, then also the supervisor will give us feedback. So there will be lot of changes will be happening in our writings. So this is just for a clarity that it is for improving our thesis. So when our grade or supervisor is giving continuous feedback, we don't need to left it and we don't need to stop our thesis. It's a continuous process. So there will be many changes will be happening in our thesis. So for better thesis, supervisor feedback is important. So it is a continuous process. It will be taking timing, and it should be so. So avoid perfection during your first draft. This is already I have repeated earlier. Perfection should not be focused during your early stages of your writing. It should be focused only at the end of your writing. That is, when you are writing your last or final draft, use perfection. At that time, till that time, you don't want to look into the grammatical mistakes. You don't want to look your writing, everything. Whatever it is, you don't want to do any perfection in your first draft. You write freely. So this is how we have to plan as well as schedule our thesis. Okay, then moving to the next slide. So the first draft. So in the first draft, what are the key principles we have to follow while writing your first draft? This is this slide explains. So in every thesis, the first draft is the foundation for your thesis. So at this stage, the focus should be write freely. without worrying too much about your grammar or formatting or whatever it is. There is no need to check about your grammatical errors. It will come, no worries. You write freely. You don't want to look about your formatting structures. It should not be in landscape, it should not be in portrait, it should not be in justified manner, whatever it is. You don't focus on that. Write freely. After that, after all the corrections, you can edit it later. Also, use simple sentences. That will helps the structure, helps the maintaining clarity. So while writing your first draft, you use simple sentences. You don't want to go for more complicated things and all. Use simple sentence for writing your thesis. It will be helpful for you to easily understand the details. Also, add notes or placements, placeholders where data is pending. So you can use if there is anything missing. If while writing, if anything is missing in your draft, let it leave the space. You leave some notes behind that. So if there is any data or information is missing, you can leave notes or placeholders and continue writing. You don't want to stop writing that, which that you can add it later. Also, maintain writing momentum in more important than writing perfectly. So these are the things you have to focus on writing your first draft. Yeah. Okay. Then after your first draft is okay, then after everything is okay, after you getting your corrections from your supervisors, then everything is okay. The next stage is that revision and editing of your stages. So revision and editing are essential for improving the quality of a thesis. So in every thesis there will undergo many revision and editing stages. There are three main stages of editing. First one is structural editing, second one is language editing, and last one is formatting review. So in every stages they follow some of the important advantages. So in first one, that is structural editing, it checks the logical flow of the chapters. Okay. And most of the universities follow 5 chapters. Some universities follow 6 or 7 chapters. So in what is your university's recommended, you follow that structure. If it is 5 chapters, you follow 5 chapters. So in every chapters you have to check whether everything is completed or not. First write your first chapter, then second chapter, then third chapter, then fourth, then fifth. So it is going in a structured way. Then comes the language editing. So in your first draft, I have told you that there is no need to check whether there is any grammatical errors or anything else. You write it freely. Then after all that changes, now we move on to the language editing. So in this language editing, we need to focus on the clarity as well as grammar of your writing. Here only you can check your all after writing or everything, you can check whether the language is correct. You can use some of the tools for checking grammar or anything else regarding your thesis, or you can give that to an external expert who is expert in language corrections, all those things. So whatever it is, you can do it later. Then comes the formatting review. It ensures whether you have mentioned the correct citations, you have mentioned your tables, you have included your figures and consistency throughout the document, whether these things are being included in your thesis. So these are the stages for editing and revision. So next one is managing citations and references. So many of them were asking me regarding this, that how to write the citations. So managing references properly is an important part of your academic writing. So you have to use a common tool for writing your citations and references. There are many tools like Mendeley, Zenodo, as well as Enlot that helps organize references effectively. So better use any one. Don't use all the three. if you are using mainly, use mainly to the continuous for your thesis writing. You don't want to use for Setora or EndNote, etc. So if you are using anything, use it properly. Also, you have to follow one style consistently. That is whether it is APA, MLA, Chicago or Harvard for writing your references. It is important to follow one citations consistently. So some universities have been mentioned that they have to follow APA format, or if some universities have been mentioning that they have to use MLA format. So what your university is recommending you, use that type of things. Proper referencing also helps to avoid plagiarism issues. So the most important part is that plagiarism while writing, most of the universities were saying that the plagiarism should be less than 10%. So if we are citing our citations properly, it will helps us to avoid the plagiarism. So better use citations wherever you are writing. If you are taking any notes from other sites, you use citations. Only then the plagiarism can be reduced. So plagiarism is one of the important area while writing or while managing your citations and references. So there are some common mistakes to avoid while writing your research. So this has already been explained to you in the previous slides. Many researchers face difficulties due to common mistakes. So these include delay in writing. That has been mentioning from the starting of this webinar, that we do research, but our writing will start only at the end of the research. That may be in the last 6 months of the submission or last 3 months of the submission. Please avoid that mistakes. Also, copy pasting of your literature. Please don't copy and paste the literature from other ones. So it will be a problem for you, because it should be written by your own words. Only then the plagiarism cannot be taken on your. Also, ignoring supervisor's feedback. You give your report to your supervisor, collect the feedback, make changes, then revise your writing and then give to your supervisors. When your supervisor says okay, you proceed with that. Till that time, you have to follow the feedbacks. Please don't ignore the supervisor's feedback. Also, poor time management. That is already been explained in the previous slides. You have to use a proper schedule for writing. You can use 1 to 2 hours daily for writing your thesis. Okay, use continuously. If you are using today, you are using, and after that the next writing will be taken place after 1 week. Please don't do that. Use continuous writing. That will be helpful for you to get a good remarks. Also mixing your results and discussions and writing weak conclusion are also frequent issues. Hello?
Hello.
Who is this? Can you please mute that? Hello, who is this?
Sir, continue, sir. I will check, sir.
Okay, thank you. Some songs are going on here. Okay, let me continue. Thank you for your cooperation. We are discussing about some of the common mistakes you avoid while writing your thesis. Please don't mix your results and discussions. That will lead to a weak conclusion and it will be a frequent issue for you. So please don't mix your results as well as discussion in common. Also beware also be aware of making mistakes yearly helps to avoid major problems later. So from the beginning itself you focus on the proper formats. Only then you can, it will be helpful for you to avoid a major problems later. So these are the common mistakes we do while writing our thesis. So better avoid this. So copy pasting of literature is an important part because it will leads to a plagiarism. Then what are the final submission checklist before submitting your submissions? So before final submission, a thorough review is essential. So here plagiarism is to be checked and formatting should be followed based on your university rules. So what university guidelines have been given to you, based on that you have to do everything. Better check your plagiarism. You can check plagiarism twice. Use good softwares like Turnitin where original softwares are available. Also you have to check your plagiarism twice, that is one before you're submitting your thesis to the universities. Also you have to check whether all citations have been included in your reference areas. Grammar and spelling should be reviewed. Also tables and figures should be has been properly numbered or not. Consistent headings and margins have been given. All the alignment areas has been checked based on the universities. So in subjects they have been using, there is no need of any what we say, there is no need of margin spaces, or where there is no need of following a proper citations like APA or MLA citation. They have clearly mentioned it. Some subjects, some, but when it comes to multidisciplinary, most of them follow the same thing, that you have to properly justify your writings. It should have a proper margin. If it should have a proper margin, top, left, right, or whatever it is. So everything should be properly checked based on the university guidelines. You have to check everything has been included or not. Whether there is you have included your tables, whether you have included your figures, whether these tables and figures has been numbered properly or not, whether the headings and margins has been consistently mentioned. Some has been writing that introduction as side heading as 1. After that objectives as 2, then 4, then 3 is missing. So you have to cross check whether all the numbers has been correctly numbered or consistently numbered or no. Also before submission, of course you need supervisor's approval before you submitting your thesis. So there are certain tools for efficient writing. So I have mentioned you earlier that in order to avoid the grammatical errors or all those things, there are certain tools such as Grammarly or Quillbolt. This is used for language corrections. While ChatGPT can assist you with idea structuring and clarity. So there are, it's an AI tool. Quillbolt is also an AI tool. So everything will help you in writing your thesis in a proper manner. So there is Medley or Zotero for writing your references. There are other tools like Trello or Notion that will help in scheduling in your writing. You can use Google Scholar alerts for getting a better review of literatures. However, these tools should help support your work, no replace of your thinking. That is a small quotations to you. That is, whenever we use these type of tools for your writing, there is a chance of detecting AI. Because now most of the universities are not only checking plagiarism, they are also focusing on AI dictation also. If we are using ChatGPT or Grammarly or whatever softwares, everything in every softwares there is a chance of getting plagiarism report. In that plagiarism report, nowadays AI dictation is also included. So you have to avoid plagiarism. So better write your own. You can use these type of AI tools, but remember it is just for your support. Please don't copy the items what the 12 volt or ChatGPT is giving and pasting it to your thesis. It will definitely lead to a AI dictation things. You can assist them and you can replace that things by as your own. So to conclude, thesis and dissertation writing is not about using complex languages. It is just for clarity as well as planning and consistency. When we also when we approach systematically, that is when we use in a proper and systematic manner, it is very easy for us to write our research thesis as well as dissertation. So thank you for your valuable time and participation. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Thank you.
Any questions, everyone?
If you have any question, you can please ask.
Thank you,
So
sir,
while
for
write,
explaining about some topics like submission checklist, how to plan and schedule writing.
okay, thank
Before
you.
we conclude, we would like
So there is a question that is Savita Boshle. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. How to choose a topic that is original, relevant, or manageable? So while choosing a topic, you better use some of the Google Scholar softwares, as well as you can use Shodhganga, which is an university source. Where you can check whether these topics has been whether your topic has been already done or not. You can also check with your supervisors. The final wording should be come from your supervisor, so that should be done. Also if it is manageable or not, it is based on your study whether you will be able to get the data. So we will be doing your data collections, all those things. So before data collection, we will be doing our research methodology part, and we will get approved from the research supervisor. Only then we will be moving to the data collection. At that time only we will be knowing that whether we can complete this data or whether this data is available or not. So before selecting a topic and before setting the objectives of your research, you have to properly focus on that whether the data is available or not. If only the data is available, you proceed with that topic. If not, please avoid that topic. So if you would not avoid that, it will be helpful, it will be a problem for you to complete your research in proper time. So if it is taking 8 years or 12 years, if it is no problem, then you can go on that. If you need to complete your research in speed manner, you have to know that whether the data is available or not. So based on that only you can use that, choose that topic. Okay. So if there is any questions, you can ask. So there is a question that is there any free website to check plagiarism? Of course, there is free websites to check plagiarism. There are many softwares, but the problem is that if you are not using an original software, the data or the thesis you have entered for checking will be auto stored in that website. So after that, when you submit your thesis to the website, it will be 100% plagiarism. So better use original software like Turnitin or whatever it is. If university is following any other softwares, use that one. Better Turnitin software will be the better if that is original or not. Kindly check that the resource, the data you have given should be deleted by them. That is the main part of while checking your plagiarism. If it is stored in your in that software or database, next time when you check, that percentage will also be added to this next time checking also. So better check use good softwares. If you need free softwares for checking plagiarism, I will give you one. Just a minute. Let me check that name. So in many softwares, the problem is that there is a limit to certain numbers. That is, in some softwares they will be giving you only 2,000 words. In some softwares they will be giving only 150 words, like that. But in one software, the name. So you can use Paper Writer. Okay, this is a software. This is an online software which is free of cost. Okay, Paper Writer. I will write the name in your chat box. This is one of the software which you can use large number of words for checking your plagiarism or whatever it is. So next question is that if sir, if I choose my title, what will I do next? If you choose your title, you better go for literature reviews. What are the research gaps mentioned in the previous studies? You have to focus on that. How to format annotated bibliography with the APS 7th edition. There are many areas for writing bibliography. Okay, it is citations. You can use Mindley software, Cetero software. You can simply download it from the Google Chrome software. Then you can write accordingly. So can demo of writing using Mendeley or Cetero possible? Actually, I don't have that software with me right now. So it is not possible for me, but there are many videos mentioning this is available in the YouTube. You can check that. Okay. How to take help of for writing dissertation to AI and ChatGPT. Okay. This is Ashwin Pandey. Ashwin, you can use ChatGPT as well as other AI tools only for clarity. Okay, please don't copy paste that items. You can so if you have given you some words to the ChatGPT, the ChatGPT will be reframing it and giving to the details. So that details you can write as in your own words. Okay, so that there will be it will be plagiarism free. You cannot avoid plagiarism completely, but you can reduce the plagiarism. PaperPal website is also a good, but you have to check whether that is 100% genuine or not. Because my humble request is that you please don't insert your papers or dissertations to free softwares. Okay, that means you are writing your thesis for, and it is taking for more than 3 or 7 years of your time, and you are writing a paper, and when you put this thesis or writing in your any of the website, that will be saved in your website. So when you check the plagiarism, that is the main thing. So when you're going to submit your, if your grade is approved, you are going to submit your thesis in the university. So in university only they will be checking the plagiarism. So if that time the plagiarism is high, you cannot submit that thing. This is because that you have already checked your dissertation or thesis in any other websites. So if it is free software, 100% that the results have been saved in that software or in that database. So when you check next time, that database says that this already being returned is 100% plagiarism. So better use original softwares. So please don't use your things in that type of softwares or free softwares. If you want to submit your research papers in many journals, how to reduce your plagiarism? I have told you that it is already the plagiarism you can check, and you can reduce, you can rephrase the letters. Okay, you can rephrase that paragraph, you can connect 2 or 3 sentences and merge one line, so that plagiarism can be reduced. Actually, the plagiarism reduction is another webinar that it should be taken in another 1 or 2 hours. It's a big topic. How to find original indexed journals, Ratina will. So to find the original indexed world, you can check Scopus. Okay, Scopus source. In Scopus source, you can check whether it is indexed through Scopus. You have to visit the website. That is for Scopus. If you are going for UGC care, it is also available. UGC care list, it is Unipuni software. You can check Unipuni software, and you can check whether there is indexed or not. These journals are indexed or not. Suggest me best free AI tools for journal writing. Actually, there is no AI tools. Every AI tools will suggest you something, but it is up to you whether these details are correct or not. So use wisely all the AI tools. There are many AI tools, even ChatGPT. If you are informing me if you are giving me one topic, I can write one paper in 1 hour. Okay, with the help of ChatGPT. That's the use of AI tools. But when it comes to the relevance of that paper, it is 0%. So better write yourselves. Okay, these are the questions. I think I have answered all the questions. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Okay, tell me.
Sir, if we use the AI for writing paper, you just now say within 1 hour we can complete the paper, but it is
Yeah, of
ethically
course.
good. It's ethically
Ethically,
good,
it is not
or
good.
it's but and another doubt is it's during the peer review or publication process, is there a lot of the chances there to they reject our paper, sir? So how do we handle that things? If I'm using AI, but I want to my paper published in good quality at journals like Q1 or Q2, is
Okay.
possible to use the mm-mm.
Yes, it is possible, sir. But the thing is, you must have an idea of how the paper should be. Okay, how
Mm-mm.
the paper should be presented to that thing to a journal. You must have a proper idea if it is Scopus or IEEE, what was they were focusing, how the study should be conducted. All those ideas should be with us. We need to check the chat GPT or any other AI tools only for rephrasing or making content corrected versions. So it is not for writing the entire thesis. It is only just for what we say. It is used only for assisting your structure or clarity purposes only. Please don't copy paste the AI tools giving data. That will be leads to plagiarism. So when if I have taken some data, that is my original data. That is I have I was using a is a software, and I have collected the data and analyzed the data, and I got the results. But the problem is that I don't know how to write the interpretation. Okay,
Mm-mm.
whether it is correlation or reliability test, whatever it is, I have an original data with me, but I don't know how to write or how to present this in a interpretation area. So here I can use the AI tools so that I can upload the image. I need to you can give the prompt. Your prompt should be must be what is your prompt? What is it should be correctly mentioned. After that, the AI tool you will be giving us the results. You please don't write the entire thing that the AI tool has been giving. So AI detection means that it is based on the wordings. It is how writing has been mentioned. Only they will be catching like that. So you have to rephrase again according to your own sentence so that you can reduce the AI software, AI detection.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Nowadays, most probably the plagiarism is uh, limited when we are using AI tools. Most probably, there is a chance only 10% or below 10% only there is a chance of plagiarism getting. So you don't need to worry about your plagiarism because it is
Mm.
usually reduced. You better focus on AI dictation.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So, is there any questions?
Yes, sir, is there any chance to we collaborate, sir? Collaborate for
What
paper.
collaboration, sir?
It's like a research paper or analysis paper, review paper, some kind of paper. Unit.
You can contact me directly. I have
Sir,
mentioned
your
my
number,
names in
sir.
the PPT.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you can contact me directly.
Sir, can I get your number through the mail, sir?
I have mentioned my mail ID also and also my phone number in the PPT last slide. You can check that. Well, you can contact the conference coordinators, so they will give you my numbers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your answer.
Okay. Can we use Grammarly or Quickbolt for language corrections? Of course, you can use Grammarly and Quickbolt for language corrections. The thing is that you please don't copy that thing and paste it in your research paper. You have to write in your own words while transferring the data from Quickbolt or Grammarly to your paper. That is the problem. It's in the real journal article. If it is, you can That is based on the journal article. That is how you have to prepare. Mostly in every journal article, they won't ask you all the details you have mentioned in your thesis. Mainly when we submit journal articles, we focus only on one or two objectives from our thesis. So you can choose one or two objectives. So based on that, you have to do your analysis, all those part, and submit your journals articles to the journals. So before submitting the articles, you have to follow the rules and regulations or guidelines provided by that particular journal itself. Only then they will accept your papers. So if you are moving to Scopus or any other IEEE journals, better thing is if you have time, you can wait for 1 or 2 years for getting the paper published. Okay. Or else you can go through conference presentations. Okay. If there is any conference and they are submitting a paper, then it will be easy for you to get the papers which is published in less time.
Thank you, sir, for explaining about some
Okay.
topics like submission
Okay,
checklists,
thank you.
how to plan and schedule writing. Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsors, JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication service including Scopus, SCI, patent, copyright, thesis, and a textbook, etc. For any publication essays, you are warmly invited to their WhatsApp group link in chat box as well as on comment section. Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsors, JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication service including Scopus, SCI, patent, copyright, thesis, and etc. For any publication assistance, you are warmly invited to their WhatsApp group link in chat box as well as on comment section. We also thank all participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. Please fill the feedback only will get the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates.
Ma'am, can you share the feedback link, please?
Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsors, JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication service including Scopus, SCI, patent, copyright, thesis, and textbook, etc. For any publication assignments, you are warmly invited to the WhatsApp group link in the chat box as well as on comment section. We also thank all participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. Those who fill the feedback form can leave the meeting. Thank you.